start. My name is Doris, and I'm working. I'm an IT trainer in our school, and I deal with usability. I'm a usability engineer, and mostly I work with websites, and this human-computer interaction is very interesting and I think it's a very important topic in our days. Now, at our schools, we have heard a lot of very nice examples before from Ireland and Spain, and it's really interesting, but we in our school don't deal with people with disabilities or with special needs. Therefore, we thought what we could present here in this meeting, and found, let's say, a mixture of tools that might be interesting for you. And at first, I will show you. My topic is analyzing reading difficulties using eye tracking. It's a project from our neighbor school. It's a secondary school, and a few weeks ago they got the German Reading Award, the third place, for using technologies to analyze reading behavior of pupils. And I can show you how it works, and it's really a very interesting method. You know, eye tracking is a technology to watch eye movement, and it's mainly used in neuroscience and marketing psychology. That means you can watch test persons, how they look at websites and advertises, how they go into a shop, what they look first. You know that the attractive, the cheap products are in the lower floor, but the high expensive products are in high. You all know this from your own experience. And with eye tracking, you can see where the test person looks at. Now, you use a camera. That means you have got here a camera that shows you where the person is looking at the screen, and then you have a camera that is watching the eye movement. And the result of this analysis are so-called either heat maps. These are these points with the red inside. Here you see where the test persons look mostly at what spots, and then you have the gaze spots, and this is with what we are working here when we are analyzing the reading behavior. That means you have you see where the person looks first and how the gaze is wandering about, and the size of this bubble shows how long the person has looked at one spot. So you have, at the one hand, you work with fixations. That means where the eye is staying in a certain position. And you have the saccades, that means where the eye is jumping to another spot. And würdest du bitte auf die nächste ganz kurz zeigen? And what the result of an analysis is a pattern. You see there are several pupils. Every pupil has a certain color. And you see how the pupils read different. This is a pattern of different 11-year-old children, and I will show afterwards a short film where you see it very clearly. Jetzt wieder zurückgehen, bitte, ja. And you have a certain, you see weak readers, they stay longer on a spot. I think they cannot read they are reading slowly. Then the jumps between the gaze spots are shorter. There are more back jumps, and I think this is really interesting that they are, it's an uncertainty, and weaker people need more time to read longer words. That's I think this is logical. And on the other hand, short words aren't jumped over, because you know everybody has a certain reading vocabulary, so that we this binding words and with and so we don't have to read and so we know it. We read it over, and pupils who aren't so good at reading, they don't jump over it. And ja, jetzt können wir den Film zeigen. Also, and I will show you now the film where you see the pattern and where the teacher can very good see. You see the different children, and you see the yellow one has problems, the other one is nearly in the middle. Then the teachers can see very good where, on what spots the children have difficulties. And this is a very good method for silent reading, because you know there is a difference between loud reading, when the children is reading the text, you hear where the person has problems or not, but when children are silent reading, you don't hear it. And therefore this is a very nice method to analyze reading behavior. Yes, that was it. Now there is
So as we focus on reading, there is another project called Amtuli. This is a project.
Ja, oder?
So. No. Okay. So I would like to present the project Amtuli, which is a project for children from 1st to 10th grade. And the aim of this online program, it's an online program, is to enhance students in reading, to make them read better and to read independently, and also to become or to create a reader identity. Yeah. So it's mainly a project for reading motivation, or to create reading motivation. How does it work? It's a website, and on the website there are quizzes. Yeah. At the moment, and it's daily changing, there are 94,000 books and quizzes on these books. And daily there are new quizzes added. So the Amtuli program shows how many books children read and if they understood what they read. I mean, reading and understanding is sometimes different.
And it can be any books, as in, was it like, and is it in German maybe, or do you have them in English as well? Or?
It's the next.
Oh, sorry.
Wait a second. Okay. How does it work? First of all, the students have to register on the website. They read a book, of course, and then they choose a quiz on this specific book, and they solve the quiz, and then they get points. And when they are good, when they have good results, they can also earn badges like the Golden Raven is here. Yeah. So next one. And there are different types of books. So it's fiction books, non-fiction, textbooks, also school books. It's for foreign language books. So all types of books. Yeah, and there are daily new books added and new quizzes, so it's growing. And the quizzes are also available in different languages such as English, French, Italian, Dutch, Polish, Russian, Swedish, Spanish, Turkish, at the moment, but it's always developing, so I think there will be more languages soon. There is also a reading aloud function for the ones who already or who just started to learn reading. So if they have difficulties, they can listen to the books or to the quizzes. It's mainly used in class, this program. It's used at a lot of primary schools in our region, mainly primary schools. And it's also for teachers an instrument to evaluate the reading of their students. So they get statistics on the reading process. They look like this, yeah. It's the months and how many books the student read or not. And they can also give, or the teachers can also give the students certificates. They look like this. And yeah, it's really used, I think, in almost every primary school in our region. The children, they don't have to buy the books. The books, they are marked with the raven, and you can also go to the library and they have marked the books of the program. So the children don't have to buy, they can go to the library also. Yeah, this is the end to this
I
program.
think you answered my question. So the students don't have to do the reading online. They can be.
No, it's a book, yeah? It's classic way, and then online there are only the quizzes. As far as I know, there's not, but you can also do it with an e-book. It's just the website or the program is just a quiz. What you evaluate is the quiz, because when you choose a book or a quiz on the book, you must have read the book, because otherwise it
But
just.
I think that they are also, you can, as e-books, you can get it as e-books also, I think. The normal books from a certain, from the Westermann, wie sagt man, Verlag?
Yeah.
Editor, yeah, from an editor, and I'm sure that they provide it also as e-books.
Nowadays.
Yes.
So Alexandra will go on with another.
So, something for, an app that's actually for parents at home to help deaf children how to read. And it's called StorySign. It's an app only for Android. And the next one. And you only have to download it, and it's actually the world's first literacy platform for deaf children, and it's a collaboration with European Union, with Animation, Artman, and Huawei, actually. And it's in many languages, like Antolin in a lot of languages. You can download it, and it works like that. The child opens a selected reading book. Actually, there aren't a lot of them at the moment, and it opens. You download it, and you download all the books. And actually you start using the app that it's the star, a lady that signs, show the signs and read it in that language, the book actually. Let's play the movie, it's actually relevant. It's for parents and children, parents actually, when they want to read a book in the evening. Das ist nicht kommen. No? Das ist nicht kommen.
Finish the presentation first. Go to the presentation, go there, and And an Estonian, but I think it's here. That's what I think. Yeah.
Ist es diese Präsentation? Ja, soll ich weiter?
Today there's 32 million deaf children in the world. And for many of those children, they have a real challenge learning to read. Because they can't read and they can't learn in the same way a hearing child can. And so it's for those reasons that we decided to create and bring to the world Storyslam.
As a father of 2 children, I can imagine how sad I could be if I couldn't read story to my daughter. The Storyside project is perfect for Huawei because we believe technologies should enrich people's life. We believe AI can help to push what is humanly possible. So that's why we developed the Storyside project.
We also partnered with the British Deaf Association and with the European Union of the Deaf, and we consulted with them every step of the way to make sure we were really focusing on the right problems and that the solution would make a real difference.
Nothing like Storyside exists. It's great to see that with the use of AI and innovative technology, we can open the world of books to deaf children. Storyside is a remarkably simple concept. It's a free application which takes text from a number of selected children's books and translates that into sign language as a way of helping deaf children start to learn to read. It was very important for us to make sure that as many people as possible were able to experience the Storyside app. So it's freely available for other Android devices. It can be downloaded from the Google Play Store. It is available in 10 separate sign language versions. AI technology ensures the Storyside app works faster and with greater accuracy, and it provides a more natural reading experience for deaf children and their families.
When I first saw the Storyside app, I was amazed. It's really lovely. The avatar itself is so realistic.
What really excites me is the pace of innovation and technology has moved so fast. But deaf children have been left behind, forgotten. At last, with Storyside app, we've got something. We've got the technology and the links to the traditional books, so it's encouraging deaf children to sign and read, and that's important.
Storyside will be a huge success if it opens up the world of books to deaf children, if it opens up new ways to connect and to communicate. I hope that people understand the positive nature of AI and how, together with humanity, we can make truly amazing change that makes a real impact to people.
Huawei, make it possible.
Unfortunately, this application is only for Android.
Yes.
So it's you can't download it on the App Store until So, one last project is not a digital technology. It's a project called Reading Dog, in German Lesehund. As you can see in the picture, it works like this, yeah? No digital technology, only dog and kid. And this project was founded in 2008 in Munich, and but it was used before, for example, in America and Canada, where there are several clubs of volunteers. They go to the schools with their dogs, and the teachers reported that the visits were a huge benefit for the children with reading difficulties. So that's why there is also this project in Germany and also maybe in other countries, and it's based upon the principles of reading education assistance dogs. And yeah, as already said, how it works. Next one. The children get the opportunity to read with a dog once a week, and the dog comes to the classroom, and the children, they go to a separate room and they can read to the dog, and it is said that only 20 minutes at a time, they read only 20 minutes to the dog, and they always look forward when the dog comes again. And there is also the dog owner, not always, but sometimes the dog owner is with the child and the dog, so that the flow is maintained and that the children get support if there is a difficult sentence, for example. And this project motivates and encourages children to read and to speak about what they read, because they can also tell the dog what it was about. And yeah, it's good for the child's self-confidence. So far, our presentation on certain projects about reading. Do you have any questions?
So, everything is clear.